Welcome to task 4. I'm following this bird. I think I frightened it off. So today is a very ambitious task. It is nearly 100 miles, 137 kilometres, and that is if we go the shortest route. So it's a very long task because the conditions are very good. I'm already at 7,500 feet. Climbing really easily so far. And I'm flying with all the vultures. Look at that! I'm having fun already. Look at that bird. Look at that. Wow! Woohoo! Isn't that cool?
Today's task looks simple, but it is 136 kilometers long, so it's really quite big. So we start off at the takeoff here and fly into the start cylinder, centered in this orange circle here. Then we're going to the northwest, and the highlight of this is once you cross all the way to the northwest here, is you've got a ridge here called the Serra Ferrera, and the Serra Ferrera is 20 or 30 kilometers long and 7,000 feet high. It is huge and looks so impressive. It's a place everybody wants to fly to, but it's a long way away, so we don't very often get to fly there. And then behind it, even bigger mountains, so it looks absolutely amazing when you get there. Then we're off back to the east again, all the way back over here, probably using these lines of hills along here. This is the dam at Serra, which you'll have seen me fly over before. So over these lines of hills here and over the GURP. So this line here is the GURP, and then downhill back towards Tremp down here. This here, Abella de la Conca, you saw me fly over this yesterday. This was the big ridge that I went along initially when I was soaring it low. So we don't fly all the way over there, but just to orientate you as to where we are. So beside a lake and then down to land by the lake there. That's today's task, 136 kilometres. We'll see if we can do it.
I'm currently going up at 1,000 feet a minute. 1,000 feet a minute. Maybe more because that's where my vario stops. It doesn't tell you any faster. Listen to that. My vario is singing. Woohoo! I'm over 10,000 feet and still climbing. 6 minutes before the start. It's 5 minutes until the start, and I am over 10,000 feet. I'm higher than most people. I'm heading slowly to the start. My vario tells me I will get there round about at the start time. It's about 2.5 kilometres away. So I'm taking it nice and steady, nice and slowly to maintain my height. Try and get there just at the right time.
Here that you can see we've set off on the course. We're going north of the track because it heads towards the better hills that are up that way. And there is one glider that goes considerably north of the track. In some ways that might be a good thing because they're heading towards the better ridges. However, they're on their own, which is always more difficult, and also they're going a longer way around, so I think that was a mistake.
So we've taken the start and flown maybe 30 kilometres towards the first turn point. It's a long glide. I didn't have you on because I was concentrating hard. Now going up again at about 600 feet a minute. Just over, well, 7,500 feet, a bit higher than that. Next turn point is that way, on the Serra Ferrera ridge. Only 105 kilometres left to go. Only. Struggling to find the best part of this thermal. I'm trying. Back over 10,000 feet again. Back on course, heading towards the Serra Ferrera. 103 kilometres to go.
Here we are gliding again, and if you see the guy that went off to the north, he actually gets really good lift on those ridges and catches up with a lead gaggle, so maybe it was not a mistake. Meanwhile, I end up dropping back a little bit, slightly behind the lead gaggle as we approach the next ridge.
Lovely strong thermals here. Going up at 700 feet a minute. Oh, so nice, so nice. Back over 10,000 feet again. How cool is this? I love this. I think I might keep doing this hobby. Just for a little while longer because it's so much fun. Time for a glide now, I think. Still heading towards the Serra Ferrera. This is so cool. Look at that mountain. How cool is that? How cool is that? Right, here we go. Woohoo! Still going up a bit. 10,500 feet. Nice!
Now we are proceeding onto the Serra Ferrera ridge, which is also known as the Serra Ferrera. It's around about 7,000 foot high and maybe 20 or 30 kilometres long, so it's a really impressive ridge to fly along. And at this stage you'll see that I've dropped a little bit behind the leaders, and my friend Gordon, he has taken the lead.
So this is the Serra Ferrera. I'm still 10 kilometres from the turn point and it's along this ridge. It's a huge ridge. 7,000 feet high. And this is like, wow! This ridge is the place where, when we come to Ager, this is the bit that everybody dreams of flying to. It's just amazing. Just an absolutely amazing ridge with huge mountains behind. Just looks fantastic. I'm not getting the huge amounts of lift that I expected along here. I expected to be screaming up all the way along, but I'm actually going down. So I may stop if I get a good climb. We'll see, we'll just saw a bit further, see how it goes. Getting the odd bit of lift now, so I'm sort of maintaining, and I can see gliders are climbing ahead of me, so I'm keeping going. It's a Vulture climbing, I think, or is it just soaring? Not sure, we'll see what it does. He's going down in circles, I'm going to go with him. And there goes the hang glide underneath me. Still 3 kilometres from the turn point. Looking like a bit of a struggle actually. Did not expect it to be a struggle here, I thought this would be easy. That hang glider's turning. How's that for a view, eh? Race leaders are coming back now, that means I am 6 kilometres behind them. There's 3 of them, and Gordon is one of them. Well done, Gordon. Straight back to it and hopefully get some lift. Wow, heading back to the Ferrera Rossa, doesn't that look impressive? Let's hope I can get up.
Now I'm just heading out from the Serra Ferrera ridge itself to take the turn point and then head back to the ridge to try and get some lift again.
Hanggliding, but in a thermal, you go the same direction as the other people. You'll notice the glider below me is going the opposite direction to me. However, they've probably got no idea that I'm here, I'm above them. And I'm established in the opposite direction, so what I'm going to do is keep going this way, but if they start coming up close to me, then I'll change direction. But until then, I'm going to maintain this direction. So we've got good separation, there's no chance of us hitting at the moment, and I'll just keep an eye on them. Here we go, 10 up thermal, that's 1,000 feet a minute I'm going up. A 1,000 feet a minute, directly above the Ferrera Rocher, woohoo! It's rough though, very rough.
I'm now leaving that thermal and heading back along the Serra Ferrera ridge towards a goal, and at this point you can see that I've got myself considerably behind the race leaders. In fact, the race leader at the moment is my friend Gordon. Continuing on, I am chasing those race leaders, but they are in front of me and they are above me, and you can see Gordon there, he's in the lead pack and I'm after them.
Only 47 kilometres from goal now. Back up at 10,000 feet. Not far to go now. 90 odd kilometres done. No, not 90, not quite, not far off. I'll tell you when I've done 100 kilometres. This is quite good, isn't it? This Hanggliding in my life. It's quite good, really. Going up nicely, I have been. That's where I've come from, Serra Ferrera. And where I am going to is that direction. That way. In a minute, gonna glide. In fact, it's probably about time now to set off. I'm just about at cloud burst, not going to get much higher than this. And the climb has slowed down. So off we go.
So here I've just left that thermal and I'm heading back on course again. What I did not realise at this point was that I was catching up with the race leaders. They were lower down and climbing ahead of me, and at this point I overtook them and I took the lead. However, they continued climbing and they actually ended up higher than me, so whilst it looks like I am in the lead, they've got a height advantage on me.
I am now approaching a dam called Serra Ferrera. Usually this area works well for thermals. On the way here I'm getting bits of lift, but no nothing I can turn in. So I'm hoping when I get here it's going to work, otherwise I'm going to be a bit stuck. Up below 8,000 feet now. I'm flying through a bit of a blue part as well, so I'm hoping that I will get to the clouds ahead over there and start going up. And if I do that, then I'm good to go. See how we do. Hoping that this is going to work for me. It usually works, but I've had a section there that hasn't worked at all. So let's see. Here we are, over the bit. See me going up, I think. They were thermal and they seem to have stopped to be heading towards me. Isn't that a beautiful view of the reservoir, the dam down there? Get me. Makes it a bit easier actually with them with me. People to help me with the thermals. We are now on the race to go. 20 kilometers to go. High enough to do it, and there's about 4 or 5 of us. 3 persons, well, the ones that were chasing it sped up really fast, they'll probably get to go low. I'm a bit conservative because I've landed out so many times. I don't mind being just a little bit behind. End of speed section, flipping it hot down here, really hot down here. Nearly at goal now. Oh. Now everybody's landing in the field now. But I know from experience it's lovely landing on the side of the lake, and I might try that. There's Gordon about to land. Everybody's here. So there's a number of people ahead of me. Gordon has beaten me, I'm afraid. But me and Gordon were very close. If I come anywhere near Gordon in the competition, then I'm happy. Let's see how many people are ahead of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people ahead of me, so it looks like I'm in 6th place. I'll take that. It could be a bit wrong, it might be more or less. It's hard to tell. But 6th place is not bad. Nobody's landed on the shore of the lake, I don't know why. Maybe I'll land where everybody else is. pretty sure I didn't do the shortest distance. So probably around about 100 miles or nearly 100 miles flown today. Quite happy with that. Really good flying. Here we are in goal, and I must apologise, I made a huge mistake. I forgot to turn the camera on for landing, but rest assured it was a very good landing.
It was awful.
What?
It was awful.
No, it wasn't.
Knees,
No, it wasn't.
down.
Oh yeah, upside down, on my knees, landed on my head. Yeah, no, it was a great landing actually. I was very pleased with that. I decided to land in this field because that's where everyone else was, and the wind was cross if I'd landed on the shore, so it would have been more difficult to get it in the limited space. So I thought this was the safest option, so I've landed here. And what a great flight that was. Flying over the Ferrero Rocher is amazeballs. I was expecting to be able to just soar along the Ferrero Rocher, and it didn't work. We had to thermal, which the experience is that it shouldn't be like that. It should be just soar along it. But it worked really well in the end. That is the dream for people when they come here to fly the Ferrero Rocher, and to get there and to come back here, absolutely brilliant. So pleased I'm in goal, and it looks like I'm in 5th place, so I'm really happy with that, and I'm not very far behind the leaders. We were all within minutes of each other, so absolutely brilliant. Top day, really enjoyed it. See you on the next one.